From KPRC Local 2, this is Beyond the Headlines.
Up next, how are you doing with your New Year's resolutions? One of our health and fitness experts joins me next to give us a little boost. We'll be right back. If you're like many Americans, you resolved to be more healthy and fit in 2011. For some, that means starting a fitness routine for the first time. For others, it means pumping up what you already do, or it may mean being more intentional about what and how you eat. As the first quarter winds down, so do many people's efforts when it comes to their New Year's resolutions. Samir Becic is a well-respected health and fitness expert who says his biggest concern is not the lack of health insurance for many Americans, but that 250 million Americans don't live a healthy lifestyle. So good morning, Samir. Thank you for being here. I know we have this conversation a lot. You travel around the world talking to people about beyond just the losing weight, health and fitness, but what it means really to be a healthy society. So as you're on this journey for people to understand the importance of true health, what is the most important thing you want people to know?
Okay. First, thank you very much for having me here today, and thank you personally and Channel 2 to support health and fitness. I think the most important thing, especially right now in America, everybody is still in a New Year's resolution.
And they're taking up all the spots at the gym too. I just want to say that.
That's correct. And usually they say by March, 75% of the people already stop their New Year's resolution goal. And I'm saying, why to stop? If you had a 3 months working out or 2.5 months working out, why to stop? If you had like 1 or 2 bad days, doesn't matter. Continue the next day, continue the next week. Every day that you eat proper and exercising will make the next day easier, will make the next week easier, and month and so on. My philosophy about that New resolution is every day when you wake up.
And if you fall off, that you can start back.
Always.
I think that's really
There's never
important.
too late.
I think people get discouraged when they mess up or if I didn't do something, because it takes really 21 days to form a habit?
Correct.
And 3 days to break it?
Yes, but at the same time, we can create the habit again. We don't need to wait 2012 January to start New resolution again. We can start New resolution right now, tomorrow, every single day.
There's a graphic that we have that talks about what some of the consequences are of health consequences of being obese. I'm going to show it to you. It says that type 2 diabetes, coronary heart disease are some of the issues, hypertension, also known as blood pressure, sleep apnea and respiratory problems, stroke, cancers, and even gynecological problems are all some of the factors associated with obesity. So, we have a lot of chronic diseases and issues in this country, and as we move into whatever healthcare reform ultimately looks like, we will all be more responsible for our own health. And these are some things that we can control.
That's correct, and I always say 75% of diseases, illnesses can be managed, controlled, or completely avoided with exercise and proper nutrition. 21st century is a century of fitness and health revolution, when people actually realizing you need to use your body. Jack Lalanne always says, your body is made to be used. If you don't use it, you abuse it. Now the big fitness pioneer is dead, but I would love to continue his legacy, and I would like to many other fitness experts in America and the world to continue his legacy, because he was a great man. And he says, work out, exercise, be active. You don't need to go to gym necessarily to be active.
And I think that's something important to tell people, because for some, starting a fitness routine is overwhelming, because you think, I've got to buy a gym membership, or I have to go to a place with people who are already fit. I don't want to do that. And you talk about just using your body or just using what you have.
Of course, Estonians is a beautiful, last couple of days were beautiful. You can go to Memorial and walk. You can do so many different activities. You can clean your house. It's a physical activity. Wherever you have a chance, if you have a chance to use the stairs, go and use the stairs. Don't use always elevators. Don't try to be comfortable all the time. Sometimes comfort is a discomfort for the body. And sometimes, suddenly, if you're not comfortable, later your body will be comfortable with the results afterwards. So don't be comfortable.
I know you have also represented, you were like the fitness director for a major chain around the country, and you're not real big on big gyms because you don't think they're really designed to help people have long-term success, and you encourage people to do things on their own.
Kim, I was running second largest training facility in the world for Bally Fitness. That was at that time.
I wasn't going to say the name, but I'll let you say it.
Okay, that was at that time the biggest fitness company in the world, And I can definitely tell you, people can be active anywhere. People can be active at their home.
And people can be active in a gym and not do
Of
the right
course.
things and get absolutely no results.
Correct. You know, we had a certain statistic that 90% people, they come to the gym, hurt themselves if they don't have a personal trainer. So those machines are also created to be used by professionals to help beginners how to use them. So if you don't have a trainer, it will be sometimes very difficult to have a good start or even to hurt yourself.
So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and talk about some simple things people can do in terms of being intentional about what they eat and getting moving. We'll be right back.
All right.
Welcome back. Today's show is about being healthy inside out, everything from your hair to what you eat. And, you know, if you had a New Year's resolution to get healthy and fit and you've kind of fallen off, you're in luck, because Samir is here today to help us get back on track and remind us that a resolution can start every day. You don't have to wait for a milestone. Just, you know, when you turn off the show today, go do something.
Correct. And like you just said at the beginning, 250 million Americans don't have a healthy lifestyle. 31% Americans are right now obese. That means we are #1 country in the world in obesity. They say by 2015, 75% of Americans will be obese. And I'm saying, why that? Why to wait the next January to get fit? We can start fit being immediately. New resolution is every day when you wake up. So why by 2012 be not one of the fittest nations in the world? America is a leader in economy, in democracy, in freedom, military power. Why can't we also be leaders in health and fitness?
And here's something that I think is really interesting, and this is a whole nother show, but a huge part of what we do with our bodies or what happens to our bodies is what we eat. And, you know, when you hear people talk about this revolution of being fit and healthy, they talk about it in terms of putting whole foods in your body and staying away from some of the processed things. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money to eat better. And we really are products of what we eat in terms of how we feel and what our health is.
Correct, Kim. You couldn't be more right than that. We need to go back to the basics. We need to start being less philosophical and creating the new methods of how to be healthy and just go back to the basics. I mean, 10,000 years ago, when the people were walking 20, 30 miles to get their food, they were physically extremely active. Now with the medical researchers, when we combine those two components together, fitness, proper nutrition, more nature-made food, less man-made food, less processed food, and combine scientific researches and medicine, our life expectancy can increase 25 to 30 years.
And here's the thing, I know you're not recommending, because there'll be someone who calls me and says, I'm not going to walk 25 or 30 miles a day, but the point is, we just don't move enough. And I mean, there's a need for all of it. There's a place for medicine, obviously. We have a great medical center, the best in the world, right here in Houston. But we can do so much by just going back to the basics in terms of what we put in our bodies. And you will almost see a difference in how you feel immediately.
Of course, and my recommendation is 3 to 4 times a week, between 30 to 45 minutes, depending on what is your schedule. But everybody can do that. Drink more water, sleep more, 7.5 to 8 hours. Enjoy it, laugh, have fun with friends. Wake up in the morning and be excited about the day that's coming. Wake up in the morning and be excited about the week and a month. A positive attitude is a key component. Positive attitude decreases the stress. So, like a physical fitness as well. We have too much stress in our lives, and we're creating stress to ourselves. The life is beautiful.
You said something about water, and I know we always hear water is good, and you know, but it's important. But I don't know that people really realize why it's so important to have water. Tell us.
First of all, your body is made 65 to 70% out of the water. And if you drink more water, you're going to lose more weight. Now, what happens? People are trying to lose the weight, but they don't drink enough water. They're exercising 3 to 4 times a week and still seeing less progress. If you drink more water, your body will cleanse more. You'll help your kidneys to work proper. You will take the pressure from the liver, so the liver will be able to focus on processing storage fat. So by drinking more water equals losing more weight, equals having more energy from the storage fat from your body.
And you mentioned something, kidneys. We're seeing more and more places around town that you know, provide dialysis. That's kidney problems. So water is really key.
Drink more water, especially here in Houston. I mean, Houston is very hot, especially in summer, July, August, September. My recommendation is 1 gallon a day, especially if you exercise.
All right, thank you so much, Samir. We'll talk again. Drink more water. We're going to remember that. I'd like to thank Samir and all of my guests for joining me this morning, and of course, all of you for tuning in. If you'd like to check out some of the previous shows or get information on today's show, log on to Click to Houston And if there's something you'd like for me to check out, let me hear from you. You can reach me at kdavis@click2houston.com. That's kdavis@click2houston.com. You can also check out my Facebook page or follow me on Twitter. Thanks for joining us. Have a great week. I'll see you next Sunday on Beyond the Headlines.
Better plans for less. That's